prompted a flood of memes, some involving Ouija boards, AI-generated Mitch zombies, Weekend at Bernie's-inspired scenes, and reports of the kid from The Sixth Sense having reached the senator. The leftist Twitch streamer Hassan Piker challenged McConnell to publicly deny that the two are engaged in a romantic tryst. What have I done? Oh no. What have I done? And it's
They posted the video. That's funny.
oh God. This is gonna be on Fox News, isn't it? No, they'll never cover it because then they don't.
My mom thinks that you're a better son to her than I am.
I mean, she's right.
Yeah, she is. So this is what she said. I said, I'll be heading to Hassan's today. Any messages for him? And she goes, yes, tell him that I know he's busy saving the world, but can he please help my son? He has lost his moral compass in search of fame and the almighty dollar. Also tell him that the next time he's in Michigan, holler.
Okay. Is she voting for Abdul al-Sayed is the first question I have.
We'll get there. And then she goes on to say, ask him to offer you a job to help him save the world. So she wants me to work for you to help save the world. And then she says, are you going to be on the YouTubes?
That's crazy.
And then the final thing that she said, oh, text me when I'm there. Okay. And then she says,
you're a bad son. You're a bad son for not letting her know immediately because she's missing this.
So and then she says, tell him I'm definitely voting for Abdul al-Sayed. Yes.
Let's go.
And then she says, tell him the suits are perfect. It goes like this.
Wow. This is why I've been wearing the suits. So this is part of the reason
like
why.
I said, yes, I was giving the haters some way to, but you have so much love and support that you don't even need them to keep yourself relevant. So as far as I'm concerned, they can just go and do their own thing.
W moms.
My mom thinks that you're a better son to her than I am.
I mean, she's right.
Yeah, she is. So this is what she said. I said, I'll be heading to Hassan's today. Any messages for him? And she goes, yes, tell him that I know he's busy saving the world, but can he please help my son? He has lost his moral compass in search of fame and the almighty dollar. Also tell him that the next time he's in Michigan, holler.
Okay. Is she voting for Abdul al-Sayed is the first question I have.
We'll get there. And then she goes on to say, ask him to offer you a job to help him save the world. So she wants me to work for you to help save the world. And then she says, are you going to be on the YouTubes?
That's crazy.
And then the final thing that she said, oh, text me when I'm there. Okay. And then she says,
you're a bad son. You're a bad son for not letting her know immediately because she's missing this.
So and then she says, tell him I'm definitely voting for Abdul al-Sayed. Yes.
Let's go.
And then she says, tell him the suits are perfect. It goes like this.
Wow. This is why I've been wearing the suits. So this is part of the reason why.
Like I said, yes, I was giving the haters some way to, but you have so much love and support that you don't even need them to keep yourself relevant. So as far as I'm concerned, they can just go and do their own thing.
W moms.
My mom thinks that you're a better son to her than I am.
I mean, she's right.
Yeah, she is. So this is what she said. I said, I'll be heading to Hassan's today. Any messages for him? And she goes, yes, tell him that I know he's busy saving the world, but can he please help my son? He has lost his moral compass in search of fame and the almighty dollar. Also tell him that the next time he's in Michigan, holler.
Okay. Is she voting for Abdul al-Sayed is the first question I have.
We'll get there. And then she goes on to say, ask him to offer you a job to help him save the world. So she wants me to work for you to help save the world. And then she says, are you going to be on the YouTubes?
That's crazy.
And then the final thing that she said, oh, text me when I'm there. Okay. And then she says,
you're a bad son. You're a bad son for not letting her know immediately because she's missing this.
So and then she says, tell him I'm definitely voting for Abdul al-Sayed. Yes.
Let's go.
And then she says, tell him the suits are perfect. It goes like this.
Wow. This is why I've been wearing the suits. So this is part of the reason why.
Like I said, yes, I was giving the haters some way to, but you have so much love.
Explosive diarrhea parasite is on the rise in the United States right now. You've got nearly
Oh,
1,000
God.
people in Michigan right now dealing with weeks of this watery, and again, I'm quoting the CDC here, explosive diarrhea, and nobody knows where it's coming from. It's the biggest outbreak of this thing in the state's history, and it's a parasite called cyclospora. It's microscopic, it lives in your poop, and it generally gets into your food when farms water their crops with contaminated water. And while Michigan normally sees about 50 cases a year, as of Wednesday, you're looking at 992 cases with around 40 people hospitalized. And it's not staying put. One Ohio county right across the border Cyclospora, it already has over 300 cases, and there are investigations open in 28 other states. What you're seeing freaking a lot of people out is they cannot find the source right now. This is a parasite that's nearly impossible to grow in a lab. Some tests, they don't even catch it, and by the time that people get sick, the food's long gone. And we've had past outbreaks getting traced back to imported raspberries and basil. This one right now is a total mystery. And so at least for now, you've got officials saying skip the pre-washed bagged salads, buy whole heads of lettuce, toss the outer leaves, and cook your veggies when you can. Because this thing, it clings to your food, and a quick rinse, it might not save you. So yeah, wash your salad like you got the pens on it, because right now, they kind of do. An explosive diarrhea parasite is on the rise in the United States right now. You've got nearly 1,000 people in Michigan right now dealing with...
I had the Secret Service come to my house. Can I say what it is? Of course. Turn my phone on. Instagram, it said, allegedly, Iran had offered an $80 million bounty on President Trump. I put in there, we'll do it for half. 5 minutes after that, my phone rang and it said, hey, George Lopez, you should expect a visit from the Secret Service. And they came over. So I had my attorney with me.
Did they look the part, like black sunglasses, black suits? Like,
no, I think maybe they're the Grubhub of Secret Service. So we sit down there and they start with other stuff. They said, do you remember retweeting a picture of El Chapo holding the severed head, allegedly, of the president? And I said, because Mexicans, you just play stupid in the beginning, like, who? And they're like, El Chapo. I said, that's his name? I said, I don't recall. That guy opens his briefcase, slides a piece of paper, the tweet with the picture. He says to me, do you think that that's funny, Mr. Lopez? I look at us. When I did it, I thought it was funny, but right now. They said, they remember saying that if they build a wall, they better build it in a day, because if they leave the material out there overnight, it's going to be gone. I said, that what I said. They told me if they came back that I was looking at 10 years in federal prison. I had the Secret Service come to my house. Can I say what it is? Of course. Turn my phone on. Instagram, it said, allegedly, Iran had offered an $80 million bounty on President.
Every single Black Widow player is coming out of the woodwork and saying that they do not like the changes to Black Widow. If you haven't already, please drop a follow, but let's get into the video. And yes, of course, this includes Zaza. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I played Widow and that I—
Look at this dude, man. Is he crazy?
Baby,
his team is down by 20.
baby, I just want to dance. I
That
just
he's
want
not
to
alive,
dance.
and I suspect that they're not gonna do that. I guess only Mitch can clear it up now. I bet you were a gentle lover to Mitch. No, why do you think he's in the hospital,
I just want to
dude?
dance. I just want to dance, baby.
Wow. Yeah, I cracked his little turtle shell.
I
Okay,
just
we're
want to
done. We're done.
dance. I just
That's
want to
crazy.
dance.
Oh my God.
Lived when on September 10th.
Yes.
When you lived there with Tyler, were you in the same room? Did you live in the same room or different rooms?
Separate rooms.
And at that time, let's say September of 2025, what were you doing with your life? Were you working, school?
I was working. I was doing like bathtub and shower repair and stuff in new construction.
Okay. How about Tyler?
I think he was both working. I think he was working for an electrician company.
Nemesis.
Then, and he was also in a trade school for being I don't know, higher ranking electrician. I'm not sure how the trade system works for that.
Okay.
But yeah, I think he was both.
What was his typical work day like?
I think he'd leave around 7 generally and get back around 3 to 4, depending on where the job was and how long it was for the day. And then on certain days of the week during school, semesters, he would then later in the day, I think around 5 or 6, go to school. Okay. So, yeah.
Okay. Let's jump to September 10th. Did he spend the night in the apartment the night of September 9th into September 10th?
Into September 10th. Yeah, he did. Yes.
Do you know when he left the apartment?
Scales of balance have shifted.
I don't know an
I will
exact
tip them
time.
back.
I just know he left early. I heard him leaving, and he just said he had a long drive to work that day, so he was leaving early.
And so early. Any guess as to what when that was?
I don't know. I would have thought it was 5 a.m. because that's when an early work day was for him, but it was probably more like 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna use spare this down just to make sure that
I can do that.
you mind. I hit you right in front of your laptop.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great suit and tie, by the way. Just I was waiting for an opportune moment to say it, but.
So what time did you get up on September 10th?
Probably like 12 to 1 p.m.
I'm a suit guy.
You didn't have to work that day?
No.
And did you hear from Tyler? Did he call or text you before then?
No, he sent that message in the group chat I mentioned, but he didn't message me directly at all that day.
Okay. When did you first hear from him on September 10th?
It was at 11 o'clock with that.
Minions have
message.
spawned.
Okay, 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Dude, what the is going on? What is going on in Utah, bro? What is happening in Utah, actually?
Now, he asks you here, remember how I was engraving bullets? Was he engraving bullets before this?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly when, but he had said he was planning to go hunting with his family. He asked me if we had he said he wanted to engrave messages on bullets. I just told him where Dremel was, and he told him to make sure he doesn't set off a bullet on accident in the house. But I didn't really think about it until then.
How long before September 10th was this that you asked about the Dremel?
I don't remember, because he was talking about the hunting/camping trip for a couple months. But I don't remember when he was specifically asking to engrave the bullets. So
we're talking like a year before?
Not that long. It would have been I'd say at least a month before this was when he was asking.
Okay.
You cannot escape me. Justice may be blind, but it is not foolish.
You talked about the note that he left. I want to bring this up, and I should say that these text messages that we've been looking at here are
I'm coming for you.
Okay, the notes have been titled 16.3 for the note. And this is page number 58. Do you recognize that on the screen there? What do you recognize?
Your fate is sealed.
That was the note under.
I have
on his desk, his computer keyboard.
Backed up on him.
That was close.
And
hold on, baby. He hurt. Yes.
And then what did you do with it after you read it?
I believe I just put it back down on the desk after I took a picture of it.
And again, the time you read it was probably around 11 o'clock or so on the 10th.
A useful thing to have on hand.
September 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Your left tower is under attack.
You cannot escape me.
Back on his desk.
No, I don't think I did.
And that was a desk in his bedroom?
Yes.
And that's a separate bedroom in your bedroom?
Yeah.
I want to go to what's been titled 16.2. And do you...
Your fate is sealed.
This series of messages here.
Yeah, that was the service.
Martin Zen, thank you for the 20 subs.
Taste my blade.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you recognize it through the big crack of the And so this is a server.
Got their purple.
I'm coming for you.
And
they got theirs out.
Who are members of this server? I don't want names, just generally. Who are these people?
This is his friend.
An ally did not go gently into the night.
And I just want to scroll through this to make sure that
come out.
Take a look at it. Okay, go to the next page.
Mm-hmm. There he goes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
You cannot escape me.
That.
Your right tower is under attack.
These other people people or just others that are big members of the server? Marina DM.
Your fate is sealed.
Yeah, like DM means Dungeon Master, so
On guard.
most of them are names they're using.
They gain more than hostile bet. Yeah, okay. Well, so does Zoran Mamdani. Okay.
In the game they're playing currently.
I'm coming for you.
Last text from Tyler looks like it's 8 p.m. And do you know what date this would have been? 8 p.m. on the 10th or the 11th?
I would think that would be the 11th. Because at least I think so, because I don't think on the 10th that he anyone before me. So.
He turned himself in on the 11th, right?
I thought it was the 11th.
I'm going to go through this so that we have a record of the messages.
Why is there no video, just audio? It broke. It's Utah, man.
My
I see
justice
dodgy
is
with
not-
it everywhere.
I am ready. Taste my blade.
Notwithstanding, looks like between September 10th and September 12th, that's the last day on this is September 12th. Screen.
You cannot escape me.
In this exhibit, these
Your
are the
left
edits
tower
they agreed
is under
on.
attack.
The lover is selling him out. I mean, what do you mean? They had nothing to do with his motherfucker.
A comrade has fallen.
Plus, you don't know if it was actually. You don't know. It was actually Tyler Robinson that sent those text messages.
Your fate is sealed.
He turned himself in.
Get your jungle buff.
Again, those messages cover from September 10th to the evening of September 11th. On September 11th, what time did you see?
Your right tower is under attack.
Yes.
When did you first see him on September 11th? So
Come at me. I'm coming for you.
When I woke up, like I said,
Justice is blind, but
up
not
around,
unaware.
doing a lot of stuff around the house. I think I saw him after that message where I said I'll just come home and say I'm doing laundry. But I didn't want him going to my parents' house right then when he said there was probably cops outside. So
Giannis is all
An ally has
said bye to him, and then he drove off. So I just went back to my parents' house.
Can we please watch Candace on Sean Ryan show? Because she goes over just about all the stuff in the investigation that has gone wrong and her theory. Personally, I think she's pretty spot on. Oh my
This will buy me some time. You cannot escape me.
You're not supposed to be. This can't be sincere, okay?
An ally has
Taking
been
advantage
conceived.
of misinformation atom bomb that Candace Owens dropped against the Republican Party to turn this into
Come and get me. I'm coming for you.
terrorism operation is good, but you're not supposed to literally be like, yeah, Candace Owens has some good ideas. Like, if you find yourself saying Candace Owens has some good ideas, you really
Your right
gotta
tower
check yourself.
is under attack.
Okay? I'm not judging. Maybe try to exercise a little caution when listening to someone like Candace Owens. Literally every normie thinks it was Israel. No, it's I know. Look, it's out of my hands. I can't do nothing about it.
Your fate is sealed.
Power
right now.
to combat this kind of
bait 'em.
misinformation. Okay? It's out of my hands.
backed up.
Sorry, I don't have the answers. You know, I don't have the answers. I don't know. Some of the stuff seems a little suspicious. Candace mocked you, bro. Sorry. No, she did. She mocked all of us. She mocked the goddamn federal government, dude. Explain the trapdoor and Charlie's light switch turning ability. See, I can't. I can't do that. From New York Times on the roommate's gender identity since you were asking earlier, lawyers have this week referred to him as a man. Mr. Twig said in the interview that for a time they went by Luna to some friend, which is how Mr. Robinson addressed him in the know. Interesting. To be fair, this is a national trial for
has been slain.
potentially a trans person in the state of Utah at a time when there are active initiatives to
I'm coming for you.
people, like literally. So it could be out of safety, it could be a detransitioning situation. It's just, you know, we don't know. A very sad very sad situation overall.
He acted erratically. Was he pacing? Was he just sitting?
If you actually supported us, you start shooting, that's crazy.
An ally
I
has
heard
been
I take
defeated.
DHT blockers for my hairline. That's the most HRT you're gonna get out of me.
Down, relaxing.
No, he was walking around a lot.
My justice is not blind.
And did he talk about what he had done?
Didn't go into detail. I just asked him in person if what he said was true. And
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
The pyro
has arrived.
He hadn't done it. Going around and
Your middle tower is under attack.
Stuff. I think himself or something.
Okay. Did he talk about what he was going to do next?
Man,
and then eventually said that you would talk to his parents or turn himself over.
And when you left,
see, the trapdoor thing was totally just they're saying might be super early on because of the
Your
angle
right
of the injury,
tower
and now
is
it
under
makes
attack.
sense that it was
You cannot escape me.
Hasanabi wine mom, please look. I think having a conversation about the potential caliber of another weapon or another shooter is one thing, okay? But I think like the exploding microphone theory is so unbelievably far-fetched. Like, I get it. Israel did the pager attacks. No, it was a microphone bomb, 1000%. Okay. Oh no.
Your fate is sealed.
Right now, or if they're me. Come on, guys. Come on. What are we doing?
was that how you left understanding that he was going to turn himself in or go to his parents' house?
Yeah, and I didn't really want to be at our apartment while any of that was happening.
An ally did not go gently into the night.
Okay, before he came home, had you seen the press releases, any of the media on that?
Killing spree!
One Instagram link a friend sent in our group chat. Really looked into it at all.
And had you seen
An ally has been consumed.
I did the next day. I don't think I saw any on the 10th.
Taste my blade!
Show you a couple of those.
Your right tower is under attack.
Justice may be blind, but it is not foolish.
Hey, I'm on the FBI.
You cannot escape me!
And here on the screen, you see these. Looks like there's 2 rows of 3 images. Do you recognize the person in these images?
Your right tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. Your left tower is under attack.
Him in terms of the shoes he's wearing, the sunglasses. I don't think I'd specifically seen him wearing that hat.
Are they on? Are gone!
The bottom, the last 2. Definitely.
Your fate is sealed!
You talked about that with your friends, right?
I don't know if I talked about it.
An enemy has been taken by the dark.
I had my phone after that for a while, and I still am not using social media. I don't know.
I'm coming for you!
Okay. All right, I want to back up a little bit now. We've talked about September 10th, but let me get a little bit of context here. So,
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Taste my blade!
Yeah.
What kind of games?
I played some just kind of party games together, like anything that would be multiplayer with a
Friend slop?
group of friends. There was one game he really liked called As-meh-phes-toh, where he played like a pirate, and you can fight people, but most of it's just like
I mean, on this hole.
fighting sharks,
An
skeletons,
enemy has been slain.
We played some co-op games where it's like both have to work together to win in whatever way. Way back when I was just out of high school.
Yeah, this hasn't come back on this side yet.
First knew him online, we played some like shooting games together, but I didn't know him very well, so that was just
Dodgy's here too. Back up. Back up.
Group on to play.
You cannot escape me.
I still don't really keep up with politics very much. Stuff you heard on the radio, on the strike, most of the time, but I won't say super consistently topic I really
About Charlie Kirk, did you ever talk about Charlie Kirk?
Your fate is sealed.
I've heard him talk about Charlie Kirk before specifically.
Okay. How about...
Damn, even Tyler Robinson.
I'm
not in prison right now, at least for the time being. Okay? The moment I start gaming,
this
the
tower,
moment the
weak.
administration comes after me. Oh my god, dude, what?
Killing spree.
You can't get out.
And that in the menorah will get it cut
to end like this.
Let's take this.
Political issues. So did you ever talk about
Enter night.
and LGBTQ?
No, not really. Usually if he did talk about politics,
Justice is blind, but not unaware.
Back up. The Chronos is back.
This kind of stuff also doesn't make sense. This
Your left tower is under attack.
On guard! I'm coming for you! I am ready!
Something so wild. Like, what the
Killing
spree.
spree.
Like, none of that makes sense. None of this makes sense.
Your fate is
I don't
sealed!
understand it. Like, this guy is not even, like, seemingly all that involved in the realm of politics. Like, doesn't necessarily give that much of a very important thing about both text messages, Discord messages.
I got the one that was in the middle.
The exception is
Yours is still up.
I'm coming for you.
Discord messages no longer have timestamps for some reason. I mean, this is a mock-up and recreation of the text messages. It has the timestamps. 4:33, 1:15 Wednesday, 4:30.
You cannot escape me!
11 p.m. Drop what you're doing. Look under my keyboard. What? You're joking, right? I tried to delete that. Incredible OPSEC. Yeah, there is none. There is no OPSEC. Why has the phone been closed in this
like issued or voted on, I think.
An ally has been consumed.
FD described in the video about Charlie, and instead of wanting to
Your fate is sealed.
They would instead want to make a mass spectacle of violence, like a targeted explanation. Yeah, but even then, it's like, does this dude fit the profile of someone who was violent? You know what I mean?
I'll use your powers again.
Clearly trying to get away with it.
Come and get me!
Which is precisely the reason why it doesn't seem like by cop situation at all. But assassinations are often highly motivated, especially a political assassination is going to be highly politically motivated. So then Tyler Robinson's profile doesn't
Your right tower is under attack.
Oh, I'm getting jumped.
An enemy has been taken by the Duns.
Fomenting violence against transgender people. So that's why it's so confusing.
Your left tower is under attack.
He doesn't fit the normal profile of a person like that. Like the Shinzo Abe assassin is very direct. Okay? Shinzo Abe's assassin knew exactly why he wanted to kill Shinzo Abe. Right? There was a very clear goal there. There was very clear harm.
I am ready.
The assassin's mother had experienced, the assassin had experienced, right? So,
your left tower
that's
is under
why
attack.
he did it. Whereas in this circumstance, it just like,
An ally has
put
been
in
defeated.
to pulling off something like this, you probably need to be very motivated by skill, very motivated
There gotta be some kind of vision down there. You're gonna be that deep up in the lane, and you can't see when nobody coming. That's 4 people.
Assassinations, shootings in general, have been conducted by people with indecipherable.
Your left tower is under attack. Your right tower is under attack. Your right
I'm fucking old. My ult didn't touch before she got hers off.
Think that these are all fake assassination attempts, right? It kind of makes sense as to why people look at this story and go, something doesn't add up.
Okay, so before that, you have been.
For a short time, yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
And you know by doing that at some point.
To some people, yeah, but not as an overall thing.
Nihilistic irony poisoning the communities like Mold Man spread around. Yes, but also this person doesn't seem to fit that bill as well. Seems like a straight and narrow, cookie cutter, white, like somewhat liberal Mormon guy. You know what I mean?
Okay. I think that's all the questions I have for this portion. Let me check and see if I've missed anything.
And so this person was literally out into the world? Yes. It's true. That is exactly what happened here.
A comrade has fallen.
Is there even a history of posting about Charlie and strong feelings about him? I don't remember. No.
You cannot escape me!
That Tyler Robinson.
You said he had
craziest
for that,
piece of
is that
evidence
right?
that was released today. Second monitor. Okay, dude.
Inscribed bullets.
Yeah.
And so did you have a journal then?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in our our apartment. We had a section where we kept all our random tools for pantry. Yeah.
And did you get that?
God.
Killing
As the recording for the 1102 purposes.
Thanks, James. All right, let's bring in Fox News contributor and retired NYPD inspector and attorney Paul Morrow. 300 days in from when Charlie Kirk's life was taken from him, and we heard a lot.
How long this process is going. Most commentators, if not all, agree that we are well
Killing spree.
We got the right guy. Some people put a percentage on it. We don't need to bother with that. This is not beyond a reasonable doubt. This is not the trial. That's later. This is did the cops do the right thing? That's really all this hearing is. Other systems in other states, they use indictment to double tap it. It's just a safeguard. So, in light of that construct, you have to say to yourself, Judge Graff, do we not have enough at this point? As they say in New York, you can indict.
Killing spree.
This is the replacement for an indictment process. And the feeling, I think, among a lot of people is why? Why is he letting them have so much latitude, particularly the...
I'll use your power in my way!
We got a preview of that. It looks just from the text messages alone. If you're a defense attorney, having a defender get found instead of being bound up, I don't think that
Shut
anybody's
down.
Come and get me!
I don't think most people would have an argument.
Double.
But do you think
Take over here.
that this will go to trial? Do you think that this is just Tyler Robinson's defense team, led by Catherine Nestor, saying they got so much on you, including a confession from you, which is backed up by
Your team has destroyed the Gold Fury.
This would like to insinuate for views. Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, I'm never gonna get
An enemy has left the game.
things. You know, it's just, it's hard. It's hard to make that counter argument. Sorry. That there is definitely a bunch of stuff that you said like the gun, how did it get there, how did it get
Your middle tower is under attack.
Why did it get reassembled? Why doesn't it show up when he's running? You know, there's like a lot of stuff except for
your middle tower is under attack.
Back out.
Go ahead, so back. We can break it. It's all 4 of us here.
You know,
you cannot escape.
Your right tower is under attack. Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
Somebody go back and turn the mid.
I am ready.
Your right tower is under attack.
So I'm going to refer back to the Koberger case because the public is familiar with it. That
I'm back in.
I actually came out and said early I could see a plea deal here because of various, we don't need to relitigate that. And, you know, I got shouted
Your
down a
middle
little bit.
Phoenix
Turned out
is
I
under
actually called
attack.
that one right. I'm going to go the other way on this.
Is Haley Stevens doing AAVE? Not Abdul.
This will tip the scales in my favor.
I need to hear her say this out loud. I need to hear her say, "Not Abdul, leading the uncommitted movement, just like Vladimir Putin." Oh.
Your fate
Your
is
left
sealed.
tower is under attack.
What gives?
One. From having been out there, John, seen some of the atmospherics, and this is just my gut, but also how voluminous the evidence is. No, I think this one goes to trial. Remember, the prosecution controls that. And unless there's some procedural problem, somebody really dropped the ball. They have their backs to the wall. All right, let's cut the deal. We'll talk to the defense. Short of that, I just don't get the feeling that the prosecution is going to offer a deal. I think that they feel like they have, as James Galliano said, an open and shut case. And let's remember something. There's stuff we haven't even heard.
Yeah.
For instance, we know he turned himself in. And we know that the sheriff he turned himself into in Washington County had a warning that he was on the way out. If you're that sheriff, you do two things. You turn on take him into custody.
They're all up in the middle.
That's what you got to do. One question. You don't need any more. And human nature. You're going to say, why are you here? The kid's going to say something, and I suspect it'll be very intimidating. Did that happen? I don't know that. But I'd like to think there is some, I know there's at least audio from what I'm being told. There could be something that's even more of a slam dunk than what we got now. I hope it doesn't come out in the hearing. You shouldn't hear it. You shouldn't hear it at trial. Right now, I'm sticking where the prosecution is. I go all the way.
Just a little bit of color coming from the courtroom as they are now in a lunch break, but shortly before that ended.
Justice may be blind, but it is not foolish.
As the Twigs video, his former roommate and lover, we are told, played out. He was intently watching.
Yeah, I mean, look, you have to feel yourself here.
An ally did not
play
go
psychoanalyst,
gently
but
into
you can
the
see in the
night.
text messages, etc. There was a performance element of this. He texts Twigs, talks to him about it.
An ally has been
Grandiosity
consumed.
here, almost like fulfilling a fantasy, and that's how very Mike King, he explained to us on the weekly rap sheet. We're doing a show on this every 7 o'clock on this case.
Well, they're at the
And
Fury
we
now.
talked about the fact that these things they germinate in the mind
get
of
your
a
also
perp like
back.
this. Is a sort of a fantasy, and little by little it becomes normalized. It becomes something you can do.
The enemy team has destroyed the goal.
Shut down.
Again, it's just a cop street.
Your middle Phoenix is under attack.
Caveats that way. With that said, with all of these atmospherics, that's my read
Just
on
follow
it.
up on that. Is there any sort of risk then that the defense could make the case that Tyler Robinson, wanted to take ownership of this, of Charlie Kirk's death and shooting, didn't actually do it, it, but presented it to his roommate. I'm just thinking of where the defense would go in a trial.
Yeah, no, and that's what Bill's on the question of John raised.
I don't understand why you in the right lane and that's a very fruitless effort for you to be doing that as a support. You can't even break a tower by yourself. Not that the right tower needs a tower.
Robinson's hand, as well as the guns, got the DNA, the towels got the DNA. All of these things, he talks about engraving, remember the shells?
Yep.
All right, and those shells were found with those engraved. All of that stuff is going to put it in Tyler Robinson's hand, I think.
Holy
that's going to be a blind alley. Try to go that way. Try this idea. Second shooter popped out from someplace. There's no indicia of that. Can they raise the counter narrative? Sure they can, but you have to have some evidence, otherwise.
The water.
So divine.
God.
Glorious. Double
Counter narrative
kill.
out of thin air. You have to have something to support it. And let's remember something else. Twigs, quote unquote. Right where where is he? All right, he's not in witness protection. It's not.
Are you body blocking me? You fat, fucking, nasty, funky bitch. Fuck you too.
But the bottom line is the most.
I'll use your powers against you.
Yeah, he's going to get the corner, so they need to level.
I'm coming.
Oh, he's not even fighting. He's going AFK.
Did you destroy evidence? Did you do this? Did you do that?
It must be sad being that miserable.
He starts talking. It's recorded. You
shut the fuck up. Fucking get a kill. Maybe I help.
What do you mean? I have 9 assists. I've helped plenty of everybody with getting their kills. You don't. I have more assists than everybody in this match, besides the Chronos. The support should have the same amount. So you shut the fuck up, nigga. You fucking dumb, stupid bitch. Got everything to do with strategy. So you shut the fuck up. I'm like, that's getting on my nerves. It's all about strategy on it. I've gotten more than enough helping folks. You're just a dumbass that doesn't understand the game, but it's okay. If you want to throw on the right lane, throw, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, you want to talk about I'm gay and black. Wow, okay. That hurt so much. Oh my god. You fucking white faggots get on my nerves. Y'all be the main ones taking dick up the booty. Can you fuck me while my wife's not watching?
Pictures on transcript the FBI released a year ago.
Yeah. Notice how nobody laughed.
Actually, can you fuck me and record it and then send it to my wife? That's most of you white niggas. So shut the fuck up. I've kicked down more white people in my life than ever. So talk about black and gay. Y'all the main ones liking big dick.
The fact that he
go look at your porn history.
In great detail.
BBC all day. You don't want to see my history, brother.
I am this.
I'm sure it's got some child shit in there. Yeah.
He was quite uncomfortable, according to observers in the court, when that testimony was being.
Don't worry, I've got a clip of him.
It just straight up doesn't make. Also, are these guys all
clip it, post it? My name's As-meh-phes-toh on all socials. I keep Staple Galaxy 321 because it's my older Xbox name.
Am I getting that across?
Yeah, okay. Now you don't care, but you the main one talking about it.
Not so subtly being like, yeah.
I've never been winning a game and at the same time talking so much shit.
You cannot escape me.
Assume that this is some grand conspiracy. Like, it's not enough. You got the shooter, allegedly. But you're like, oh, well, this is a suspected
oh.
For fun.
Probably had the atmospheric of somebody getting caught bragging because
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
An enemy has been taken by the darkness.
He wanted to think of himself as a hero. I think to people that are politically
Destroyed a middle enemy tower.
It is also pretty wild because it's like, oh, dude.
I'm coming to you.
An enemy has been killing spree.
or a similar technique.
Thank God we won this game. Thanks to them.
We're all
Yeah, you're welcome. The white race is honestly so fucking sad. I can't. Y'all are literally on a downcline. It ain't never gonna work out for y'all, but it's so funny. Yeah, okay.
Double.
God, they do everything, right?
Then get rolled, talking all that shit. That's kind of funny.
On God, Daji finna strike his shit down.
Like what is, like how is it so not sloppy on the one hand, but so unbelievable
Daji on that ass.
on the other hand?
Again, you know, I just got to go back to the.
I use his ult to get out. Cheap.
Nemesis, help me. What are you doing?
Leaving you like a bitch, like the one you are.
Yeah,
die, motherfucker, die! You didn't help me.
That nigga. Leave that nigga.
I watched you stand still in the jungle, bitch. You think I'm gonna help you after I watch you leave me to die? Fuck you and your mama.
Yeah,
She gave birth to a piece of shit.
And your mama, nigga.
Robinson, his reactions to John's point. We just got some color in the courtroom that he was squirming.
These niggas are not on your side. They're gassing.
No,
I don't care if they're on my side or not. It's the internet, bitch.
for real, yeah, I appreciate the
You're not gonna
comms.
pay my
That's
bills after that.
Your right Phoenix is under attack. The enemy team has
No,
destroyed
the
the
internet
gold
fuel
fuel.
is paid by me. I pay. I ain't never been eligible for government benefits. The biggest recipients are white fat bitches. So go argue with your mama. She probably got more food stamps than my mom ever got.
Yeah.
Kirk, family
I wasn't even eligible for free lunch, bitch ass nigga.
This nigga knows statistics on that.
Don't ever mess with a nigga that got nothing but time on his hands. Somebody should have taught you that.
Crucial piece of evidence in this case. Up until now, we've heard about DNA, we've heard about ballistics, we've seen a lot of
I didn't even know it was behind me.
An enemy has been taken by the darkness. Double kill.
against this so hard.
Killing spree.
It's just now all frame by frame discussion of what's going to actually play
I agree with you, John.
Your right Phoenix is under attack. Your left tower is under attack. Your right Phoenix is under attack.
Yeah, thanks so bad. Thanks so bad.
Your fate is sealed.
Bro, it's because Nemesis is dead.
Yeah, the other Nemesis got me. She snuck me like an episode of Baddies.
I definitely didn't see that.
Damn, that's real ball knowledge.
You cannot escape me.
It came in that way. We actually see him. So we're going to let the world hear his words, but we're not actually going to see him.
Your left Phoenix is under attack.
Before they resume in the courtroom there, which we're about a minute away, I want to play this out from
Your fate is sealed.
the Kirk family lawyer, Jeffrey Neiman, urging the court to let the evidence be seen for the sake of the family.
Your left Phoenix is under attack.
I'm coming for you.
And they have a right to view the evidence. They have a right to see.
Don't worry, I cleared
what's
someone
going on
by
in this
myself.
courtroom.
Fucking Nemesis.
Just like
useless.
they want to understand, Judge, what you are viewing. They want to see the evidence. And we understand you have to balance. But at a minimum, this courtroom needs to be open for the evidence to be displayed.
Oh, clear it then. Why you didn't go over there?
An enemy has been taken by the darkness.
And to be here and not to see the evidence.
Pretty shit call out. I'm gonna go clear it, but then I'm gonna lie and walk to the right with everybody else. Okay.
Absolutely, and I agree with everything.
Your fate is
The
sealed.
United States distinguishes itself from the entire world as standing as a country that opens up the doors of their homes and allows
I'll use your powers against you. Come and get me.
Why is this a big story? I don't understand.
I'm coming to you.
All right, let's see what Clandis is saying. Let's see what the.
Come on, Nemesis, I got
we're
you,
gonna do
bro.
clandestine operations for a brief okay? We are going to briefly peek at the other side, at America B. What are they talking about? How are they feeling? Ben Shapiro's timeline of this.
Expected to do so.
Under attack.
That was pretty good.
What happened here, and if I were to introduce this skeptic question, will this potentially endanger America's own interests in the Middle East? So please, Ben, help me.
Shut down.
If you don't mind, can you just say something about what the day itself was like?
Your Titan's under attack.
Unhappy about Ben Shapiro being.
Interview
for him
that he was
throwing like you.
Pleased that I booked for him, but it was a good reason for doing it. But he was like, you know what? I'm tired now, and I want to focus on the tour tomorrow.
Under attack.
So you're going to
Your middle Phoenix has been destroyed.
Bloodstained microphone where Charlie left.
I'm about to be able to win. I'm about to be able to
God,
win
that's so.
I got.
Oh.
Your Titan's under attack.
Frankly, more
Talk some shit to him, Staple. Talk some shit.
That's rough. GG.
Judges more involvement in their operations date 9/15/2025.
The Daily Wire, $1 million. Breaking news on this show. Thank you guys for honoring Charlie so well today. God bless you.
For example, Candace Owens. I think that what Candace Owens is doing right now.
Ben Shapiro demands Megyn Kelly denounce Candace Owens on Megan's Own show, 11/6/2025.
Is evil. It is evil what she is doing right now. Okay, and I say that again.
But what?
Because
like I don't opine on whether it's evil or not, but my position is it's really none of my business. And
why is it? But I have a question. Why is it none of your business? I mean, you comment on these things for a living.
I'm not mother of the internet.
No, but if this were,
dude, it's so awesome. These guys are all such vultures. It's so dope. I'm sorry, watching this unfold in real time was cathartic, but.
I'm not gonna participate like that if you're gonna go ahead and be racist and just go start this yelling nigga after hearing something. That's weird. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the game. What are you talking about? You're racist. I'm not gonna let a racist win.
Okay.
I'm gonna be your biggest saboteur, bitch. What the fuck are we talking about?
on the left and somebody were accusing Charlie Kirk of his wife having murdered him, I assume that you would be talking about it.
Is that what Candace is accusing Erica of?
Yes. When Candace Owens says, I don't know, but I know, that is heard it. And we are all more retarded for having heard it.
Follow a hive mind. Yes, queen. Underground. Communists. Mormons live in Utah. I watched The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I know what's going on here.
After all, your personal business is our business, is our motive, Egyptian air, wherever you travel.
I need to take a breath here. Because what I'm about to discuss is significantly more serious. And truly troubling. Candace Owens, as you may have...
Bro, it's gotta feel so good, though, that you, like, get fired from your previous place of employment and you destroy them. And they spend every waking moment coming after you.
Even gods must heed the scales of fate.
They keep losing the argument further and further. And you can basically say whatever you want. As long as you tie it back to Israel, you can just get away with it. And that pivotal issue is the reason why you got fired. which you happen to be on the right side of, even for the wrong reasons, right? Because, like, come on, Candace Owens definitely anti-Semitic. It's just so crazy to me that she is apping on him on a daily goddamn basis, and every day that they choose to on Candace Owens, her power grows and their power diminishes. That's got to feel so nutty.
Heard me refer at the top of the show, is an evil, twisted human being.
At the bottom of that lawsuit from Brian Harpole, it lists a Jacob William Roth, a partner of the firm, who also happens to be Ben Shapiro's brother-in-law.
I remember where I was when all this was happening. I was in Los Angeles. I had sort of a breakfast/lunch meeting with somebody. And I got the news that Charlie had been shot, and my security was on the phone with Charlie's security because nobody knew what the hell was going on, while Charlie was still in the back of the car, and we were sort of getting updates along the way. Second, there's visual timelines that show Charlie's body being carried to a vehicle within minutes of being shot. Apparently, he was still alive at the time. Again, I know that only because my security was talking to his security in the car.
And Andrew Cole. So what is that? That's crazy. So hold on now. Breaking news. Ben Shapiro just confessed on the show that while Charlie was being transported to the hospital and bleeding out to death, his security was on the phone with Charlie's security receiving updates. I knew it. Someone explained to me why during the minute while Charlie was dying, in the backseat of a car, Charlie's security team was providing updates to Ben Shapiro's team rather than focusing entirely on saving Charlie's life and finding the killer. I will remind you all that Brian Harpole, one of the security members who was in that car en route to the hospital, is currently suing me. He is using Ben Shapiro's lawyer, who has sued me relentlessly on Ben's behalf for the last 3 years. Ben Shapiro hated Charlie. Everyone knew that. So why the hell was this demon receiving updates in the mere minutes after Charlie was hit en route to the hospital? Charlie's security team betrayed him this way. Everything Ben did upon the assassination made my alarm bells go off. I have told you guys there's some about Daily Wire and their relentlessly stalking of me following my firing that has made me feel altogether I have felt their obsessive focus on destroying me is directly and increasingly dangerous. What did Andrew Colvin mean when he told me it was supposed to be you? Why did Turning Point betray Charlie so quickly by allowing Ben to open at Amfest after declaring immediately that he would pick up Charlie's broken neck? Why didn't Ben mention this before today, that he was receiving status updates while Charlie was bleeding out? I thought that Ben was too invested in this. His energy on stage demanding that Megyn Kelly call me evil, and his overprotective stance on Erica always registered to me as deeply nervous. Ben Shapiro is satanic. Everything in my soul tells me he worships Satan literally. Look at his demeanor in this book. We need to find out exactly who on Charlie's team betrayed him by providing immediate updates on this to this parasite. Share far and wide. 61,000 likes.
Take my blade!
Oh my God. Okay, but guess what? Because every person involved in this story is an unbelievable villain, she gets to say that, and then other people actually look at the things that she's saying, look at Ben Shapiro's reaction and go, wait a minute, she's not wrong. This exact same thing happened with Erica Kirk.
Just may be
Erica
blind,
Kirk is
but
also
it is not
a businesswoman
foolish.
and you know,
On
a
guard!
bloodless monster for the most part. Okay, when Candace Owens, the only
Your
reason
left tower
why a basket case like Candace Owens gets to make these kinds of theories go unbelievably viral is because the people that she is attacking are also freaks. Like, I can't. She blocked them many years ago. Do you see what I mean? Like, if we're
Uses ages.
so,
Nice.
yes, I'm a clandestine operator. I'm a clandestine
Your middle tower is under attack.
And I'm a fallen
Make sure you get
soldier,
your middle
right?
buff.
Like, I can't lie because says, I know we're all one. We're united. Where we go one, we go all.
Be careful.
Unfortunately,
Oh, Discordia's here. Ah! No!
We just simply can't communicate for that reason.
Damn.
Okay, but anyway, do you guys see what I'm saying though? Because like Erica Kirk is like very obviously reacted to the assassination of her husband in a way that like a normal person would not react, because there's Erica Kirk, the wife and mother, and then there's also Erica Kirk, the businesswoman, and she locked in and
I'd have had an attitude. She didn't get fucking jump me.
Every normal human being that was
Your fate is sealed.
care about this if you don't, right? That's number one, and that's precisely the reason why a lot of people started looking at Candace Owens' reaction. And they were like, well, you are reacting in a way that is perhaps a little bit more normal to a
Enemy
close
missing
friend's
left.
passing. The gruesome assassination of a close friend, a confidant, maybe even a lover.
I'm coming for you.
Right? Whereas Ben Shapiro's reaction was also just as cold and as calculated. Now, I don't know if that's because he's like super autistic. I don't know if he just doesn't give a shit about Charlie and wanted to use it to his advantage. But I do feel like I showed more humanity than even Ben did. I guess
You cannot
more than
escape
Ben
me.
Shapiro did. Like, what are we talking about? Dean reacted to the Charlie Kirk assassination
My justice
with more
is not
emotion than
blind.
Erica Kirk did. It's like up there. Candace Owens number 1,
fallen.
Dean number 2, me number 3, Erica Kirk is like number 15. Ben Shapiro,
ally.
he cried, she cried, we crowed. So my point is, that's the reason why Candace gets to cook all of this up.
Your
If
middle
these
tower
guys
is
were
under
normal
attack.
human beings, if they were normal human beings, Candace would put up these theories.
Come and get me.
Because everyone was talking about Ben didn't immediately try to take over Turning Point USA moments after Charlie Kirk was assassinated. He did. He did do
Your
that.
middle tower
He
is under
immediately
attack.
did that. He was like, "Oh, it's my time to shine now." Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's a crazy thing to do. So obviously, it is like my opinion on all this stuff is like my honest opinion on this stuff is I don't think it's
Justice is
illegal
blind,
to
but
kill
not
Charlie
unaware.
Kirk because
An enemy
I don't
has
believe any of
been
that stuff.
slain.
Obviously, I've said it over and over again, but I'm not going to stop people from thinking it. I can't stop you, right? I've tried my best. People don't listen to me. But what I will say is this. The reason why Candace has been able to dominate is this and become carrier of
Teleport to you because
because she showed humanity.
I have never seen the power Your pride will not go.
Double
If they didn't immediately see the dollar sign in the way that Erica did,
Your left
and the way
tower
that
is
Ben
under
did,
attack.
then I think Candace Owens would not have been able to make a convincing argument. But because
Your fate is sealed.
Your middle tower is under attack.
and they saw this as an opportunity to lay ownership, like lay an ownership stake in USA, to be the person that Charlie Kirk was, you know, to take that role on immediately. Most people's reaction in the Charlie Kirk family, most people's reaction in
Guys,
the
it's coming up
Charlie
on your horse.
Kirk-verse was,
Yeah.
I don't believe any of you guys. I believe Candace Owens. It's that simple. Okay.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
Washington reporter and the Weekend co-host Jackie Alamany, former Bush and McCain advisor Mark McKinnon, and Danielle Moody, co-host of the Democracy-ish podcast.
I'm coming for you. Come
To this Times reporting there so far.
Yeah, and I expect that the president
Wherever there are gods in need, I'll be there.
who are let into the so far aides and people around Donald Trump have remained pretty mum on the
Take my way.
Maggie Haberman and Jonathan Swan released this morning. And we know that the president has lashed out at our fellow colleagues.
Perfect
Joe
blue buff
Scarborough,
single.
Brzezinski, and the rehash some of the allegations and some of the reporting that was made.
Your left tower is
on
under
air,
attack.
And the president then took to social media a series of criticisms against an acknowledgement.
An enemy has been
Said himself,
slain.
essentially a potential confirmation of the reporting that the New York Times has released.
You cannot escape me.
A series of unflattering depictions and anecdotes in here. And the lengths that people around him have gone to
On guard!
Zeus.
Problematic claims and pieces of evidence that would inevitably come out in some way if the Epstein files were released. That has sort of become
I'm coming for you!
a vicious cycle in some ways, in that this is that has never ended because of the lack of transparency. I think it's also revealed some White House is something that is
Your enemy has been taken
my place!
out there, but another issue that J.D. Vance has differed from Donald Trump on. Right, it's so fascinating to learn from this reporting what Vance's reaction to the Asmephestoh saga has been. Even back almost a year ago, they reported. Of course, we know Vance has never been fully in step with the president on this, but how
An enemy has been slain.
of him suggesting Tucker Carlson interview Ghislaine Maxwell, how is it different than what we already knew about where the president
Justice may be blind, but it is not foolish.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily sure that it's different, but I do think it's illustrative and revelatory about some of the frustrations that we have also been hearing from senior White House aides that J.D. Vance lives online. He's someone who is too online, too wrapped up in the MAGA online system, and that he does sort of propagate and buy into some of these conspiracy theories that in the case of Epstein files has come back and created a monster of to bite his administration back. Not just politically, but just sort of weird step back and looking at this in a political way. This is something that initially, this was a conversation.
Killing spree.
During some of the during the Iran war, I heard by some senior aides that they were brushing off the criticisms from Tucker Carlson, Marjorie Taylor Greene, some of the online influencers, while J.D. Vance.
You cannot escape me!
And it was essentially fueling some of his private consternation about the war.
An enemy has been taken by the darkness. Double killing spree.
J.D. Vance's dive into the MAGA media ecosystem online and the way that sort of impacts his everyday job.
Beautiful triple kill.
Danielle, I could understand the strategy of trying to utilize MAGA media, but suggesting
I'm coming for you!
Interview Maxwell, what's your reaction to that?
I mean, I think that it's incredibly shocking, but for me, what is most disturbing are the people that were in the Situation Room, and the way that Haberman and Swan started off their piece was stating what the Situation Room is actually used for, right? And discussions of strategy, foreign relations, and issues, etc. And the fact that so many of Donald Trump's top staff
On my left side. I'm coming over there. I got my ult.
how to cater, right? How to create a
I'm in the left jungle right now.
package for the Epstein files is incredibly shocking. But the idea that you would get Tucker Carlson to sit down with Ghislaine Maxwell and Tucker
I'm coming for you!
were involved in the scheme
Your left tower is under attack. Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Yes. Let's play this in. Dodgy ult.
My blade! Your fate is sealed!
Mind meld.
Shut down.
Nice.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
I'm back. Go buy some shit now.
Rampage. I think so.
It's possible and being transparent. And this is just the worst case possible. This is like they had a dam or a reservoir full of bad news, And rather than just break the dam,
This will keep me going.
They have, as you said, let it drip, drip, drip. So we've gotten news almost every day since the beginning that's bad news, and the cumulative effect is
You cannot escape me.
Suggest than would have happened had they just let it all out at the beginning. But they're paying the consequences for it, and again, where will the story even end?
Your fate is sealed.
Then Deputy Attorney General, I want to read a portion about his role in these White House discussions. Quote, as the president's former defense attorney, Blanche had a unique vantage point in the discussion.
My justice is not blind.
Than anyone else in that room to weigh the ideas being discussed against Trump's personal and political interests. Blanche laid
Athena's
An enemy
jungle.
has been taken by the darkness.
he mentioned was to
I'm coming for you.
another was to have DOJ lawyers
Glorious double kill. Unstoppable.
do.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Oh, GG.
Victory.
And here's something that I find really interesting. So in the article, right, they're discussing the fact that Todd Blanche, right, was offering up all of these options, and in them, pardoning her was on the table, right? Everyone pushed back, apparently. Well, some people in that room pushed back on a possible pardon because of what would happen if, in fact, she was pardoned, what would happen with their base. And they said that there should be no special treatment that is given to Ghislaine Maxwell because apparently they thought that she didn't really have any damning information on Donald Trump. But then Todd Blanche goes and sits down with her, moves her from a maximum security prison into a lesser secure, a less security prison, right, where she now has more access to activities, to animals, to all of these different things. And so on one hand, they said, let's not pardon her because of how that will look. But then he turned around after that interview that he did with her and then decides to move her to a minimum security prison. This is a woman that was involved in trafficking children. Right. And so, again, I think that what came out of this article are all of the ways, all of the options, all of the things that were being thrown at the table but
Y'all, today we need to talk about a situation on Wizard 101 that got so serious the Wiz had to take down the game to deal with it. The hacking and exploiting situation on Wizard 101 has gotten extremely crazy recently. Today we need to talk about recent events of which I was a primary target. Wiz had to literally do an emergency hotfix to deal with it, and this deeply hurt the game for several days straight. And honestly, the main purpose of this video was just to let y'all know what the hell's been going on the past couple of days, especially if you've been tuning into the streams.
There was somebody hacking the game. I wasn't playing that shit on stream because they were only targeting like PvP streamers and people of color. So some person who can't handle a video game or handle losing in a video game and has a pretty shit life, because only somebody who has a fucked up life would do some shit like this, because you're targeting people that aren't even like making a bunch of money. They're not hurting you in any kind of way. You're just a sad fucking human being, and you're targeting people inside of a game, a children's card game, and messing up their experience because you can't find enjoyment in life. Sorry, you can't find enjoyment in life, pussy ass bitch, but that don't mean you get to fuck up somebody else's enjoyment. Have yourself a good day, but don't you dare go messing up anybody else's, in the words of Tabitha Brown. Some people just need to learn their fucking place. Honestly, I don't understand why these people we should be executing them, not even holding you. This is what the guillotine was for.
This exploiting hacking situation, this all started a few days ago in the PvP community, but I first encountered it only 2 days ago during the first day that I was attempting to solo Darkmoor. Basically, this exploit involved finding some sort of way to spam a bunch of in-game messages onto someone's character in a targeted way. You could be in combat like I was in this clip, just doing nothing but minding my own business. Now, this might seem relatively harmless because you could just close out of it, right? But The way these people were going, they were spamming so many messages at the people that they were targeting that literally, if they wanted, you literally could be able to do nothing. For about 2 days straight, for the span of about 5 hours during 2 roughly 4-hour streams, I was unable to fight in combat. I was unable to pet train because they found my wizards in the hatchery that basically I was making pets on. They even went out of their way to time this exploit to me entering my house with gardens that had needs on them so that they could prevent me from gardening to make all of my plants die. Now, here's the deal. This really was affecting me pretty negatively. It got to the point where the Discord on Wiz was posting GIFs about it. It just became a much bigger thing than it ever needed to be. But it's very, very worth noting that this was a thing that clearly had massive repercussions because A, people were using it to boot out their opponents in PvP. Other streamers were also getting targeted, making the entire game look bad. And also, if y'all have logged into the game recently and experienced a lot of lag, it was probably because of them just spamming inputs at an extremely large scale. Just to show y'all the scale of all of this, this is a clip of what it looked like when they took it to the most extreme levels. Literally an endless screen of pop-ups. I'm sure y'all are all wondering the exact same thing. Why? And guys, I have a confession to make. I know the reason why they targeted me. This all started when I decided to go out one day and get this really nice haircut, and I think I'm just too handsome. I really think I made a mistake because before I got this haircut, I was like maybe a 5 or a 6, and now I'm clearly like an 8 or a 9, and especially with all my charisma and my, like, you know, modesty, I feel like I'm just too close to a 10. They always say that looks maxing comes at a cost, and I should have known better. It got to the point where maybe it wasn't worth it looking this handsome because it comes at some— I'm joking, but I don't know why they targeted me. I don't know why they targeted anyone with this. And honestly, deep down, I don't even think they know why they did all of this. And I'm sure some people are gonna look at all of this happening and they're gonna blame Wizard 101 for some reason. Like, oh, they are an old game with spaghetti code. So if someone wants to use some sort of crazy cheats and exploits to do this, it's Wizard 101's fault. I'll be so real. I'm of the opinion, especially as someone that has now gone through this, you can blame Wiz all you want, but I am actually concerned about the mental stability of some of these people. To do this for as long as they did it.
Imagine being a hacking group for Wizard 101. Bitch, you gotta hate your life. Just kill yourself at that fucking point. Nobody wants you alive. Just do it. Go find the nearest fucking bridge, bitch. Don't nobody want you here. Baby, baby, I just wanna dance. I just wanna dance. Baby, baby. Let me look up. Oh, I have the Foxy skin? Honestly, that one looks cooler. So do the Nova Hex skins. Does it give you the Hecate skin? No. That's why I didn't get this. It doesn't give you the Hecate skin, but it gives you this hot sauce Poseidon skin. It's a cool skin. It's a cool meme.
G'day, loser. We're gonna own some news. G'day, loser. We're gonna own some news.
Ah, that's cool.
G'day, loser. We're gonna own some news. G'day, loser. We're gonna own some news.
Oh my god.
To do this to as many people as they could, and to basically just sabotage the servers on Wizard 101 for everybody. Literally everyone is affected by this purely for their own entertainment. I mean, that's a problem that they should probably try to deal with. The worst part about all of this is not the first time this exact specific group of people have exploited. We've seen them literally do this with bizarre glitches. We've seen them do this with other in-game messages that have basically made Wiz have to take the game down. And frankly, I don't really tend to care that much about exploits that don't hurt other people, if that makes sense. Right, y'all might remember earlier this year, I'm pretty sure this exact same weird group of people, they decided to like, just spam the bazaar with rare items, and basically what that would mean is you could buy them when otherwise you would have had to like literally spend crowns for them. It was like auctionable stuff that would be available in the bazaar that you could only get from packs like energy jewels. And if y'all watched that video, y'all already know that in my opinion, no one buying the jewel should have gotten banned. Relatively harmless, and it wasn't like a life or death scenario that Wiz had to deal with it or not. But the issue is when exploiting, right? As in people making these tools, people using them widely for whatever purpose, and people normalizing all of this. When all of that becomes more and more like, you know, like a commonplace thing, this is what ends up happening. We have no rules anymore. There's some people that are clearly on a power trip harassing others while also making the entire game worse for everyone indirectly. While I'm very glad they put out a hotfix 2 days into this, my question is going to be the same as any time any of these exploits have affected me or anyone. What is the long-term solution to this? Considering this all started in PvP, believe it or not, there was a message about 3 days before all these exploits hit my stream where people were getting spammed with this leave guild message or whatever pop-up it was, and people were basically using it against opponents that they were losing to in PvP so that they couldn't click cards anymore. Basically, they were just openly boosting. Now, I'm gonna hope that Wiz has a way of finding out who was boosting and who actually used this for that harmful of a purpose so that they're permanently banned. But beyond that, why is there a tool that exists that can actually do this to begin with? Why aren't there settings on the player's end that could prevent it from happening to begin with? I heard a lot of people saying that it was a bug, which is the craziest thing. As in, oh, if you're not in a guild, you can't get spammed by this message. Oh, if you turn a privacy option, right? If you like disable group invites or disable guild invites or something, you can't get spammed by this. This was not, there was no solution to this at all. I tried everything under the sun that I was suggesting, and it happened over such a long period of time that people just didn't realize that I tried all of this. This is someone or a group of people that have access to tools that are so high level on Wiz that they can literally overwrite everything that's available to the player to prevent it. And as happy as I am that this exploit's done, the next one's definitely just going to be worse. That's my big concern. I, at a point, really thought that I wouldn't be able to stream for more than a week. I know it only ended up being 2 days, but it was so intrusive and so reliant on these people just getting bored and stopping, and they just weren't, that it fully affected everything, right? It affected my day outside of the stream. It gave me a lot of anxiety, did not sleep well. And at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be dramatic, but why is it that I'm paying membership on a game, or anyone is paying membership on a game, and the game isn't secure enough where people can do this to someone without consequences? I guess that's my real frustration with this. Obviously, the fact that these people exist is really concerning to me. The fact that this originated in PvP, and I used to make a lot of PvP content, and was one of the people that was targeted by this the most, really makes me think that this all had something to do with some grudge that originated in PvP months and months ago when I last played, and they're just holding on to it. And to me, that's just not rational behavior. And if people like that have access to
mental
tools
health
like this, it's just not good, you know? Like, these types of exploits, they shouldn't exist to begin with, but there's parts of this community that, honestly, I don't know what's wrong with them. I'm gonna be honest, I think there are only two solutions to this. Either Wiz has to take dead-ass legal action on their end, because this is literally messing with their operation of business, right? People are paying membership and getting targeted for doing nothing. Literally me in a Darkmoor dungeon, literally doing nothing. In my opinion, that should be a legal concern. If this continues, that's going to be something that I increasingly advocate for just with my platform, because frankly, I'm getting very tired of all of this. But also, in my opinion, the other solution to this outside of Wiz is that people really need to understand that, yeah, maybe they're downloading some kind of weird script that ports them from NPC to NPC so they can quest faster, or they're using whatever other exploit that they think only benefits them. But at the end of the day, when you choose to contribute to that, you're also contributing to the development of tools that are used to harass people on this game. I've never used any exploits on this game. I've just played the game like a normal player. And I know a lot of people are going to push back on this point, but I genuinely believe that the vast majority of players have no problem playing the game without exploits. I think it's a very easy default experience. It's not hard. And I think the people that are so incapable of playing the game normally have created this environment indirectly as well. It would have never reached this level if all this exploiting wasn't normalized to begin with. And a lot of that did originate in the PvP community. I'm just gonna be honest. It's a large reason why I quit. And the fact that that decision, which was very, very big at the time, has now found a way to follow me after all this time, it's really not sitting right with me. And I really do have to call out that part of the problem as well. I know that not everyone that uses whatever third-party software on Wiz has bad intentions, but like if you're an adult, you should know that sometimes your actions have indirect consequences as well. And we should all think about that if we're really interested in Wiz growing as a game. Rampant exploits are not healthy for the game. I guess those are just my thoughts on all of this. Hopefully, exploiting as a whole dies down. Hopefully, if not, then Wiz has better tools to deal with it in the future. I was very frustrated with this, but I do want to end this video on a note that I hope is not lost in all of this. And that is the fact that, oh my God, the people watching live, y'all were, I'm never going to forget it, how supportive y'all were, man. I was low-key going through it. And maybe you didn't even see all of it because I wasn't trying to, like, you know, be all doom and gloom. Sometimes I feel like you're just tuning into a stream to forget about all the nonsense in real life. And it really hurt me that I couldn't do that at my best, but I think we had a fun time. There was really good vibes, really, really supportive vibes, even with all the nonsense and frustration happening. Y'all have deadass changed my life. And you continue to prove it to me, and I hope I can continue to prove it to y'all, man. But the exploit seems to be patched out. Hopefully until the next one, we'll have some very lit and normal streams, as normal as they are. And hopefully y'all now have a better idea of what this whole situation looks like right now on Wiz. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on all of this. Hopefully I explained what the issue was. I'm sure a lot of people were wondering why during free membership they had to take down the game for even a few minutes, but it was something that I think they had to fix. Otherwise the servers would be even more unstable off of all of this, and people would continue to get targeted, which is obviously not a good thing. But what do y'all think Wiz should do to address this? What do y'all think players should do to address this? I genuinely think this is something that we should all work together to address. I really feel this way deep down, and that was the whole point of me making this video. Let me know what y'all thoughts. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Leave a sub review, and as always, if somebody hasn't told you're awesome today, they doing something wrong. Stay awesome. See y'all soon. And yeah.
Talking shit. What is this? Oh yeah, no, he's not talking shit. He's talking about Abdul El-Sayed holding several positions in Detroit and Wayne County government and got 30% of the vote for a run for governor in 2018, saying like he has been vetted. Abdul's biggest problem was he was right too early, man. Level 6 hype train almost done. Level 6 hype train is at
being thrown at the wall, but
50 seconds remaining at 9.
Let's listen to some Meat Canyon.
Channel. How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
Because today we're going to talk about something you've probably already heard about, and that's the ongoing chaos between YouTuber Reckless Ben and Bricks and Minifigs, also known as BAM! Quick disclaimer. Everything we're talking about today is all things that we've seen that are public information from Reckless Ben's YouTube page, social media accounts, and from what Bricks and Minifigs has said online. This is just a recap, so that's the disclaimer. Is that good?
I think so.
Absurd is simply trying to recover money seemingly stolen from an old, sick man has turned into a full-blown fucking
92.
It's turned into a full-blown corruption reveal. It's crazy how nasty and corrupted y'all is in this country. And then y'all want to blame everybody else. Black people is a problem. Trans people is a problem. When avid corruption, y'all talk about Somali people doing the most fraud in this country. Somali people ain't doing no fucking fraud in this country. Not at the level y'all white people is. This is criminal fraud, textbook fraud, waste, and abuse. Straight up. You can't even categorize it as anything else except fucking fraud, mass scale fraud. Only white people can do fraud in this country. Like, that's what the fuck is going on?
Nightmare, dude. Currently, a big corporation is alleged to be abusing the legal system and working with corrupt police to silence
and they Amish folks are becoming cops. Not Amish. They're not Amish. What is they Jehovah's Witnesses? They some fucking religion where the cops are the same religion and they go to the same churches with each other and they're just letting them do this shit, helping them cover up their crimes and using the guise of being an officer to explain to other officers what's going on. This is what I mean by you really just gotta gut the law enforcement system. If you aren't going to actually implement actual anti-corruption, if you aren't going to implement actual like crime reduction, because this is a clear crime. This is a clear crime that the officers should be involved in. Not against those boys, but it was only made this popular because Reckless Ben, a white boy, a skater white boy, which is a dying breed. Reckless Ben is a skater white boy. He is a dying breed of white boy. And the only reason why this video got as much traction as it did is because it upset even y'all white people. Because you're like, wait a minute, we shouldn't be getting arrested like this. And it's Legos. It's Legos. So it's like it's just added on top of layer, but like genuinely, this is shit black people been dealing with. Y'all just okay with it happening to us for no fucking reason, because you got some weird racist reason on why black people should be brutalized in this country when we've been nothing but brutalized in this country. We have never been the aggressors in this country. Point blank, period. We ain't enslaved no folks, eat up the slaves, fuck their wives, make the men fuck themselves, fuck the slaves, buck breaking. That's why a lot of the fucking fathers and shit are obsessed with black dick, because they talk about it all the time. It's in a topics and shit. Like, it's weird. It's so gross how disgusting this country actually is. It's so fucking backwards. It's so nasty. And nobody wants to address it. And then when you get to addressing it and it's not the right face, you want to go to demeaning people. Where the fuck does that come from? That's not very productive.
Reckless Ben and others for uncovering the heinous acts of one particular Bricks and Minifigs franchise, which, if you don't know Reckless Ben, we've seen some of his stuff before. He also did a video on the McCamey Manor as well, which I thought was sweet. He infiltrated it, but it seems like he goes into corrupt businesses and basically tries to uncover the truth or just expose them and like right the wrongs of stuff as well. Try to use legal practices that a lot of these businesses use against the people that they harm.
I like to think of myself as kind of like the king of loopholes, you know, and so I kind of always want to go against like someone who's like the opposite. So I do like legal loopholes for good, but I wanted to go against someone that does like legal loopholes for bad. And so this seems like the perfect battle, you know, like we're both just using like legal loopholes against each other to like get each other in trouble and stuff. And I just knew it was gonna be like a crazy story.
We think more eyes should be on the story, so we're not only going to talk about it, but we're also going to speak to Ben later in this video and get some more insight on the situation. Not everyone knew what Bricks and Minifigs even was until the story broke out. Essentially, they're an absolutely massive company that specializes in buying, trading, and selling Lego products, which I think we might have touched on it briefly. We did a Lego collector video, and it's like just a retail space where people can go, and it's like an in-person retail store. It's a franchisee thing, so each person buys the store, they open it, blah, blah, blah. You can sell your Legos there. From that video alone, you can tell just how massive the Lego collector market is and how much money goes through that market is absurd right now. It's got to be the highest it's ever been.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Yeah. In 2023, the business's massive success led to them opening around 150 individual stores, and by 2025, that number doubled. Even back during 2023, the business reported each individual store averaging nearly $580,000 in annual earnings, with more popular stores even breaking $1 million a year in sales. And lots of people have their own horror stories about bricks and minifigs, with some claiming that they're essentially the GameStop of Lego. Online, there are entire threads of people complaining about selling their childhood collections, easily worth hundreds of dollars to bricks and minifigures, only to be offered about 50 bucks at most at times. I think people don't realize how easy it is to just be like, put your shit on Facebook Marketplace. People will, you'd be surprised by how quick people will jump on things. If you can, because I know some people are, you're just in a pinch. I have to have the money now, but I don't know.
Like your wife's kicking you out. It's you or the Legos.
Yeah, me or the Legos. All right, bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Tell you what, my Lego Ninjago set doesn't fucking hang with him. YouTubers like MGS Brick, for example, have documented bringing in rare Lego figures only to watch multiple stores downplay their worth, repeatedly telling them that a chrome gold